The Titans practiced indoors today as there were a lot of thunderstorms in the Nashville area this morning, but that did not stop some of the rookies from showing out today at training camp. Wide receiver Treylon Burks won most of his one-on-one matchups between the quarterbacks and also looked well during 7-on-7s. And also quarterback Malik Willis showed off his running ability and also made a lot of smart plays during the matchups. Live here from training camp, this is Taylor Richardson for Fox 17 News, your Code Red station. It was an eventful day on and off the field at the Titans' first joint practice between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The defense had a very strong day going up against the Bucs offense that didn't have their biggest weapons, including Tom Brady, Mike Evans, and Chris Godwin. Jeffrey Simmons, however, had a dominant day against the Buccaneers' offensive line during the 1v1 reps. Tannehill and the Titans' offense struggled early on at practice but finished strong during the 2-minute drill. Tannehill led the Titans' offense to 2 field goal drives, completing nice passes to Robert Woods and Austin Hooper. Treylon Burks made the play of the day with a one-handed touchdown grab during the 1v1s against the Bucs corners. Unfortunately, Burks headed to the locker room after the session and did not return. Lastly, at the podium, Titans' Kevin Byard was doused with baby powder by center Ben Jones to celebrate the All-Pro safety's 29th birthday. The two teams will be back at practice tomorrow for their second day of joint practices, and they're hoping for another productive day. From Titans practice facility, this is Taylor Richardson for Fox 17 News, your Code Red station. Metro gave us an update on where things stand at the Sports Authority meeting. Right now, they are bringing in a firm that will be conducting a study on Nissan Stadium and what renovations need to be made in order to keep up with NFL standards. This study will take about 14 weeks to complete, and it will cost about $200,000. Of course, we will keep you updated on the situation moving forward. Live from Nissan Stadium, this is Taylor Richardson for Fox 17 News, your Code Red station. It'll be an exciting weekend here in Nashville as the Music City Grand Prix will be coming back for the second year in a row here in Nashville. Here are some things you'll need to know if you are planning on coming to the race or wanting to buy tickets for the race this weekend. There are still individual day passes and 3-day passes available to purchase online. There will also be a clear bag policy implemented, so make sure you plan accordingly. But the parking passes for the race are sold out, so you have to find parking at nearby parking garages or at hotels. There will also be several road closures here in downtown Nashville, so make sure you check out the road closure map before planning your trip. Live from Nissan Stadium, this is Taylor Richardson for Fox 17 News, your Code Red station. All right, so we are live here at I-24 here going westbound. As you can see here, the tractor trailer is still down on the grass over here. As you can see behind me, they're still waiting to move the product, which is frozen chicken from what I am told. And then once that gets moved, they'll be able to bring the tractor trailer back upside and they'll be able to get this whole situation cleared out eventually, but it's just going to take a long process here out in the heat, in the sweltering Nashville heat that's starting to get a little bit warmer now as the day goes on. And just we'd like to remind everybody, when they are working outside and they are out in this Nashville heat, is always to drink plenty of fluids and to possibly wear lighter clothing if they can, and just keep them mindful of their body if they're getting any headaches or if they're just starting to sweat a little bit too much. Just make sure you take some time and take some pause out of your work, because your health, of course, is much more important than some of the work that you'll be doing at some points in the day. So just make sure you take care of yourself and stay safe out there in Nashville. Green Hill High School will not offer a physics course to students this year because they do not have a teacher to teach the class. The school district confirmed that they didn't even have one qualified applicant apply to teach the course. And this is also coming as Wilson County has 74 teacher openings with just 2 weeks left to go until the school year. The director of Wilson Schools says that they are hiring right now through that time, and they will up until the last minute. Live from Green Hill High School, this is Taylor Richardson for Fox 17 News, your Code Red station. Scott, these are a crucial 48 hours coming up for the Predators as they have 7 picks in this upcoming NHL draft, and they would also like to lock down their star forward, Flip Forsberg, to a nice long-term contract. Good morning. Well, we have a turned over tractor trailer here on I-40 that has now been rotated upright. As you can see now behind me, workers are now trying to clean up the area so they can then tow away the semi-truck, hopefully as soon as possible. The driver of the truck suffered minor injuries in the crash, but luckily no other vehicles were involved. The truck was hauling medication and is not considered a hazard. We talked to some of the workers around the area, and they said the place will hopefully be cleared around 7 a.m. We'll keep you guys updated about this situation moving forward. Live from I-40, this is Taylor Richardson for Fox 17 News, your Code Red station. Metro Police is saying that they have increased patrols in the area, but businesses are still dealing with property damage and harassment from homeless people. A problem that has gotten even worse since we talked to these employees about a month ago. Metro Police also say that if a business wants to speak to a responding officer, they have to request it in the call. Metro Police also wants to create a neighborhood watch with the businesses to help out the situation. Reporting live from Madison, this is Taylor Richardson for Fox 17 News, your Code Red station. Major housing development is coming to Nashville within the next year. It is a 5-story, 370-unit apartment that is going up right where I am right now, which is just less than a mile south of River North. The estimated cost of the project is at least $120 million. The complex is slated to have a large rooftop with a pool deck, a sky lounge, plus indoor and outdoor fitness areas. The developers paid $21.5 million for its 4-acre site back in March, which was 3 times higher than its appraisal value. Right now, the site is mostly an industrial area, but that will start to change as more apartments like this will continue to go up. Live from Nashville, this is Taylor Richardson for Fox 17 News, your Code Red station. Thank you, Justin. There have been 25,000 apartments built in the Nashville area in the past 10 years, and 93% of them were given that luxury label. Now, some of the amenities that are included to give those apartments that luxury label are swimming pools, spas, and tennis courts. Now, in the next half hour, we'll talk more about what the average price is for these apartments down here in downtown Nashville. This is Taylor Richardson live from downtown Nashville for Fox 17 News, your Code Red station. More than 3 hours into the meeting, and the topic of elementary school safety was brought up. One of the board members asked the superintendent to address the situation, but it did not work. I'm told the questions about elementary school safety will be addressed in the next director's note in the next meeting. From South Nashville, this is Taylor Richardson from Fox 17 News, your Code Red station. Thank you, Justin. Now, one of the biggest support groups for Nashville SC nearly boycotted the game yesterday after they were frustrated with team management and for the team leadership staff. Now, they are asking for more quarterly meetings with the team leadership, as well as advanced communication about advance and pricing changes, as well as possible concession discounts. They have a meeting set up next Wednesday to discuss these changes, and we'll keep you guys updated about that situation. Live outside Geodis Park, this is Taylor Richardson from Fox 17 News, your Code Red station. New tonight, coaches from across the Southeastern Conference are in Atlanta for the SEC Media Days. Vanderbilt head coach Clark Lee was in front of the cameras and talking about the expectations for the season. Vandy is in the middle of a rebuild after a 2-10 season a year ago. Lee says one of the toughest things about rebuilding is getting the ball rolling. He says the team's fight shows that they can make that leap to the next level. Lee says that the program's goal is to play at their level and to trust that it will result in more wins. The Commodores will kick off the season in Hawaii on August 27th. In crisis in the classroom, Metro school support staffers are pleading with city leaders for better pay. Most support staff earn less than $30,000 a year. Fox 17 News' Jackie Delfar shows us what it would take to pay those employees a living wage. Live look from the White House, breaking news, the First Lady Jill Biden has tested positive for COVID-19. She developed cold-like symptoms late Monday night. The First Lady is fully vaccinated and has received 2 booster shots. Now, new this morning, Goodlettsville-based Dollar General has now been slapped with over $1 million in fines after federal investigators found workplace violations at 3 Georgia stores. The violations include blocked exit routes, dangerously stacked boxes, and electrical panels that were hard to access. OSHA has issued over $6 million in health and safety fines against Dollar General since 2017. And it's less than 60 days until the Predators open up their regular season here in Smashville, hosting the Dallas Stars on October 13th. The Predators will start their season overseas as a part of the NHL Global Series, playing the San Jose Sharks. And a new report from the group Neighbor to Neighbor is taking a closer look at the challenges Nashville communities are facing. Here are some of the highlights. Nearly 80% of neighborhoods consider rapid development to be the top issue in their community. litter and illegal dumping are significantly impacting the quality of life in many neighborhoods. And safety is a top issue in 75% of neighborhoods. Most neighborhoods are also not prepared for a major disaster. You can read the full report on our website. And the Titans are getting ready to welcome some guests to Nissan Stadium and how they're preparing for Tom Brady and the Bucs. Tonight, in the high cost of homelessness, in less than a month, a new law goes into effect making it illegal to camp on public property. Supporters say it's all about cleaning up messes like this, but advocates say it criminalizes poverty. Fox 17 News' Amanda Chin shows us why some question whether it will have any impact. Good evening, Amanda. Nashville's Community Oversight Board is designed to police the police. Tonight, board members say they need more money, asking for an additional $1 million in funding. Fox 17 News' Erica Glover live from North Nashville with why board members believe this benefits all of us. Good evening, Erica. Former President Trump is urging PGA players to jump ship and play on the LIV Tour, the new Saudi Arabia-backed league. And that position is sparking outrage from families of 9/11 victims. The former president post on social media is saying that all those golfers that remain loyal to very disloyal PGA in all of its different forms will pay a big price when the inevitable merger with LIV comes. And you get nothing but a big thank you from the PGA officials who are making millions of dollars a year. Mr. Trump's comments come as the LIV Golf's Invitational prepares for its next event at Trump's golf course in New Jersey. Families who lost loved ones in the September 11th attacks are urging him to cancel the tournament because it's being financed by Saudi Arabia. The PGA canceled an event at Trump's Bedminster course last year following the insurrection of the U.S. Capitol. President Biden issues an executive order to prevent American citizens from being wrongfully detained overseas. The order allows federal agencies to sanction any country holding Americans captive and would ensure government leaders to keep families of the detained informed. It's unclear what impact this will have on WNBA star Brittany Griner, who is behind bars in Russia. I am Taylor Richardson. Thanks for watching Fox 17 News. Now get this, you can now order an iconic nacho treat and have it delivered to your front door. The well-known TV chef Guy Fieri and Sweets Company Goldbelly are teaming up to ship Guy's delicious trash can nachos all across America. The dessert is made of cannoli chips, mini pretzels, caramel brownie pieces, whiskey salted caramel, and whiskey dark chocolate. The best part is you get to assemble the famous treat by yourself.